though some cartographers may claim otherwise. The maps of Io are still far. The Black Sea in particular has always invited explorers and adventurers to fantasize. Situated north of Fiara, many ships have fallen victim to its stormy waters, causing the number of expeditions to diminish.
Now would you look at that? Got it. Let's see. Interesting. Let's see.
Sounds like a plan. Sure. That way?
I'll keep you shielded.
Saris Jadul, you killed them. Who are you?
Your Yara sent us. Are you okay? Can you walk?
Yes, I think so. Are we free to go?
Yes, they're awaiting you in the village.
Go? After all this cursed brat did to us?
What do you suggest? I don't know about you, but I have someone to take care of.
Well then go. I'll join the outsider. You do need help, don't you?
It can't hurt.
Then I'm with you.
Me too. I want to be there when that cursed child gets brought to justice.
I hope you know what you're doing, Ruslan. I really hope you do.
Just go. We'll be back.
Will do. Now would you look at that?
Tondai, outsider. What do you need?
I found and rescued your people.
Yes, I know. Thank you, Tahar. You have no idea how much that means to me. The thought that my son caused all this. I still find it hard to believe. But be that as it may, at least now we are able to defend our village again. You should go talk to our shaman now. He will be able to both assist you with your passage back to the mainland and with taking care of Shar. I'll be here if you need anything else.
I'll be off. Thanks for your time. Are you the shaman? The Yaras sent me.
Ah, yes, that's me. Tondai, friend. She told me you'd come. You're looking for a way back to the Forsaken Land, aren't you?
A way back to Northander, yes.
Good. First of all, I can't thank you enough for what you did. Those people, my friends, they might be dead if the stars hadn't sent you.
My pleasure. But how do we get back to the mainland?
Of course, let's make it brief. It is possible to reactivate the portal. Not the one you came through, but another one. However, it won't be easy.
Why?
Well, for starters, Shar's snake spawn is all over the island, probably also near the portal. We need to free it from them first, which would most likely provoke counterattacks on the village. Rebuilding requires stone and wood. Reigniting it requires energy. And finally, to activate it, we need a portal stone.
Like this one? This is the one we used to get here.
Show me. Yes, that's a portal stone, but you used up all its energy, so it's useless now. We need a new one.
How do we repair it? I'm not an expert on portals.
Which is why I'm here. I already talked to the Holy Yaras about it, and we will give you a handful of able men to help you find the resources. Wood and stone should suffice. Once they've found enough, just send them to the portal and I'll instruct them.
And how do we reignite it?
This is where the channeling altar comes in.
Channeling altar.
Yes. Briefly put, it transforms energy, transmutes it. It's really hard to put into words for a layman, but our tribe has used it for generations. And apart from the snake spawn ritual, it's our only means of defense. It's also what I use to maintain those barriers I've conjured around the village. Once the altar runs out of material to transmute, the barriers vanish. Which is why we need to be vigilant that this doesn't happen.
Sounds an awful lot like Shaper technology. According to the lore, half of the metals they mined were used to fuel their weaponry.
So the Hibernians used it too. Seems that a lot more of their culture was based on Shaper knowledge than we thought.
Well, it's as I said. The Shaper culture is full of marvels. But for some reason, people on Northander choose to look away.
I assume by Shapers you mean the Zarlanthep. Yes, the Hibernians used a lot of what they left the world with.
I see. Any ideas where we could find a new portal stone?
Well, this is the most complicated part of the story. Though it's theoretically possible, I doubt you'll find one that is still fully intact. However, if you find me enough Hibernian crystal shards, that might work too.
Hibernian what?
Crystal shards. It's the raw material runes are made of. If we're lucky, we might find some in the ruins on the island. But again, no promises.
What about these? I found them in the Hibernian ruins on the island.
Let me see. Saras Jadul, yes, they are. This is good. You were really lucky, you know that? Without these crystals, there would have been no way to reopen the portal. We still haven't finished the repairs on the portal yet. It's more complicated than I thought, but I need time to create a functioning portal stone from the shards anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let us talk once the repairs are finished. Hopefully I'll be ready by then.
All right, then I best get started.
Yes, good luck. I will be here and will prepare the charging ritual.
Yes? Understood.
You got it.
Saris Jadul, the snake spawn. They must have been alarmed by the magical essence. Quick, prepare yourselves. We must defend the altar.
Good move.
Sounds like a plan.
Whatever's necessary.
Focus, Syria. Focus.
Run quick. You'll regret this. Yes.
For this. Give the word.
Building completed.
Wonderful day. Ellen truly smiles upon us.
Yes.
Haven't heard from her in a while.
What do we need? Got it.
Here we go. Fair enough. Let's do this.
For the fire wielders!
Get ready.
You read
All
my
right,
mind.
here goes nothing. Fair enough.
They will
Let's
fall.
do this.
Let's burn it!
Danger up ahead!
Sure.
More fighting. Does this never end?
Get ready.
Whatever's necessary.
You regret this.
All right. Fine.
Building completed.
So, what's the plan?
Sure. Danger up ahead!
Interesting.
It will only take a second.
Fine.
that's the way. More fighting. Does this never end?
That way?
You ready? They will fall.
Keep you shielded!
What's next?
All right, here goes nothing.
The snake spawn is dead. Go now. You'll be safe in the village. Whatever's necessary.
All right. More fighting. Does this never end?
Your Yara sent me. Go back to the village, but be careful. That should be all of them. Best we head back to the village now. Let's see.
Swift.
Huh?
Blasted armor.
You got it. Sounds like a plan.
Zarek guides me. Let's burn them.
Get ready!
You really think this is how it works? You kill me and they respect you? You're a...
That's close enough. Who the heck are you? You're not from the island.
I'm from the mainland. Your mother sent me here to talk.
From the... Just when I thought things couldn't get any more absurd. Well, I hate to disappoint, but I'm not in the mood for talking. The trial will happen. I will battle my brother and reclaim my birthright.
You're delusional, Shar. You're completely delusional.
Duel! Last warning.
So it's really true? You'd kill your own brother just to be the next Yaris?
Is that what they told you? Yeah, sure, it fits. What else did she tell you, huh? That I'm weak? Moody? Stars, how I hate that word.
Yes, and that your brother would succeed her and not you.
And you know what's so sad about this? That this is probably what she really believes, what they all believe. Do you see these burns on my face?
What about them?
When I was 10 years old, a man named Rujas took me and my brother to a hunting trip. As my mother undoubtedly told you as well, I was always the weaker one. He always outran me, and when he beat me, there wasn't anything I could do. For some reason, though, hunting was different. Shooting a bow was just something that came to me naturally, as did my magic 6 years later. And even more than that, I was a lot better at it than you were. Wasn't I, Duel?
I never said you weren't.
No, of course not. I wonder what you would have said just now if these people weren't listening. Long story short, on this hunting trip, I outclassed my brother in every aspect. I noticed that my beloved brother had been unusually silent that day, even when the old hunter showered me with praise. And for a very short moment, I was even stupid enough to believe that I don't know, impressed him, I guess.
But what happened?
Well, at night we ate a part of the deer. It was almost ridiculously beautiful. The sky was cloudless, and there were fireflies all around us. Eventually, the hunter went into the forest to relieve himself. That's when it happened. All of a sudden, Duel grabbed me at my hair and dragged me to the fire. Then, without saying a word, he held my face over it. It must have only been 15 seconds, but it felt like an eternity. I literally saw the flesh melting off my skull. Can you imagine what that feels like, stranger? That kind of pain?
I can.
Then you probably know that in that very moment I just wanted to die. The moment the hunter came back in sight, he dropped me and bent over me, acting as if all this had been an accident. Of course, everybody believed him, and I didn't even tell anybody the truth until weeks later. It didn't make a difference.
Yes, because it's a fantasy. You lost your balance and stumbled, damn it. And if it hadn't been for me, you would have lost far more than just your cheek.
But why would Duel do this, Char? He's your brother.
Because he's a monster, that's why! He hides it behind his bloody smile, and yes, he's so well-mannered, so easy to get along with, so reasonable. But that's just facade. You have no idea what it was like, you know? He tortured me, he humiliated me, he beat me up so many times that at some point, I even thought it was normal. That place where where normal people have a soul, in him, it's empty. But they just won't see. And now they even want him to succeed Mother. Now tell me, how would you call that if not insanity?
Char! This is ridiculous! This is simply ridiculous!
What do you have to say to this?
What do you want me to say? It's lies, all of it. Char has always had a very active imagination. The dreams, the voices. To him, the real world was always full of blanks, and he used his fantasies to fill them out. Though, that fire incident was by far the worst phantasm his brain had produced.
See? And that's how it always goes. People believe him because he seems so reasonable, so calm. Nobody gives a damn about the fucking truth.
Then again, your aura is fragile, jittery. And we all know magic can play tricks on your mind.
Please, if that's what you want to believe, go ahead. Wouldn't be the first time.
But why would he do this?
How should I know? To fill that void, maybe? I don't know, and I don't care anymore. In a week, it will be over.
And you're telling me that nobody ever noticed?
No, because he was smart about it. Whenever he hit me, he made sure it was when nobody looked. And even when somebody was nearby, they chose to look away. After all, it was their future Yaris they would have messed with.
But your magic changed things, didn't it?
Yes. And no. He didn't dare to beat me anymore, but that didn't stop him from telling me how worthless I was. That they all laughed at me behind my back, that they despised me, and that I'd always stay alone. And sadly, he wasn't even lying. Either way, it's over now. By restoring the monument and invoking the Trial of Brothers, I will become the next rightful Yaris of this island.
Your snakes, they killed people. You know that, don't you?
I had to. Even when the entire damn village was surrounded, they still thought I wasn't being serious.
Well, I can't let you do this. Your mother has something we need, and she sent us to resolve this. So we need to find another way.
I don't think so. Look, I've enjoyed our talk, but whatever outcome you imagine for this, it won't happen. So, 2 options. 1, you and your friends leave now. 2, you'll get a taste of my magic.
Look, I don't want to hurt you. There has to be another way.
Not anymore.
Look, kid, I can feel that you've got some power in you, but so do we. This is a bad idea.
All right, I get it. You're just like the others. Fine then.
Here we go.
Bugger and blast! This kid knows what he's doing.
You'll regret this.
Just give the word.
Kill him. Right here and right now.
Char, please,
No!
Think this through, Shar. If you kill him now, it will be murder.
What?
The Hibernian law. The only way for you to become Yaras is by defeating Duel in the Trial of Brothers. If you kill him now, it'll be murder.
You're right. Sun and stars, yes, you're right. But then again, does it really make a difference? After what I've done? Duel said it himself. In their eyes, I'm already a murderer. I'll never earn their respect no matter what I do.
What about your mother? This will break her.
So what? She's the one who got me into this in the first place. Don't you get it? She looked away all those years, and you know why? Because if she hadn't, it would have meant facing the truth. That she failed. That all she cared about was her idealized idea of her precious, precious Duel, who would carry on her legacy.
Maybe, but if you kill him, it will only confirm her in all this. You will be the failure, the monster who killed her son. If you let him live, I will promise to tell her your side of the story, and that I believe you.
But... Fine. Fine, maybe you're right. But I'm not doing this for my mother. She's as bad as the rest. I'm doing it because I want her to confront what she's done. Just... tell her that I won't come back.
Go. I'll meet you back at the village.
Yes. Yes, of course.
What's next? Expansion is the key to victory.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Yes.
Yes?
Sure.
Haven't heard from her in a while.
Huh?
Building completed.
Let us see. Well then.
So, what's the plan?
We're out of stone.
Let us see. Damn it. This is more complicated than I thought. We will be swift. It will only take a second. Well then. Yes, almost there. We will be swift. Damn it. This is more complicated than I thought.
Corporal? Huh?
Ellen truly smiles upon us.
Will do. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Tahar, you're back. Duel already told me everything. He says you are a hero, that you are the only reason he is still alive.
Duel is a liar.
Stars. Not again.
What do you mean?
He's the reason Shar did all this. But I assume you know that already, don't you?
You were talking about the rumors. Yes, I've heard them. But whatever Shar made you believe, they are not true. You know how complicated memories can be.
Blazes, do you even believe yourself? Half of his face was burned off.
Yes, because he fell over. Be that as it may, it does not matter. You held your end of the bargain. She snake spawn is gone. And so is Shar. And, your ridiculous accusations aside, you saved Duel, my successor. Here. I think you should have this as a token of thanks. It's an old relic our forefathers brought over from the Forsaken Land, but there is no one in the village who could use it. At least not anymore.
I see. Thank you. What about the Nexus Stone?
Yes, the stone. I looked for it while you were gone. Is this it? It was found in one of the Hibernian ruins when our people first got here.
Yes, that's it.
Good. Is there anything else you need? If not, I would like to spend some time alone with my son. The village will need a lot of time to recover from this, and there's things we need to talk about.
Well, there is. Shar told me to tell you that he'd never come back.
It's probably for the better. Thank you, Tahar, and good luck on your journey. Ah, and don't forget to talk to our Valis about the portal. Unless you have a ship and provisions for a year's journey, it's the only way to get back to your country.
A wonderful day. Ellen truly smiles upon us.
We should get moving.
Salga Sevranter.